Hey, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. I had a lot of classes before this, but we're here and I feel great.
What type of instruments do you play?
So I play piano. I've been playing since I was 9, so coming up on 10 years here, which is kind of crazy to say. But I also play drums. I play a lot of organ. I play, I got a melodica, which is like the keyboard that you blow into and it makes a sound. It's kind of like, you know how guitar people bring their guitars to the campfire? I'll bring that melodica. So. And then I play some trombone as well, accordion. I like picking up instruments and messing around with them.
So have you done it? You said how long have you been doing it?
Piano 10 years, organ about 5 or 6. And then, drums just been off and on. So, yeah.
So you just grew up into it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, my dad plays guitar, and we just always had music playing in the household. I just remember being real little and we always had a little stereo in the background that was on a shuffle of music or records or whatever else. And I just grew to appreciate it really, and then, one day I had there was this really cheap Casio piano that we had from like Target or something when Target used to sell keyboards, and I was messing around with it. And I really just liked all the notes coming together and, like it was so complex, but it made such a nice, harmonious sound.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have a certain style that you think is different from a lot of mainstream artists?
I think I do have a lot of jazz influence, a lot of blues influence, and a lot of rap and hip hop influence. But I think it's part of my journey to find my sound, and I think that's always going to be going on, throughout my whole life. I plan on, developing a sound or moving to another sound. So I think that's pretty much just, as I go on, I think my sound will change a little bit. But for right now, I think I do have my own little sound, and I'm definitely working towards just kind of what sounds good in my brain. I'll put it out and, hope it sounds good.
That's when your profile got sent to me. That was something that caught my eye. It almost sounded like R&B to me, and that's one of my favorite genres.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that you have like any struggles as being kind of semi or underground?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. This might be a hot take, but I think that a lot of music right now is really going towards like Instagram Reels and TikTok type of time frames. So if you can't catch somebody's attention in the first 5, 6, 7 seconds, you might as well just not even put nothing out there, which is kind of crazy because there's people with a lot of talent that just don't have that marketing spirit, either the spirit in them or just don't know how to use the phone in a way that puts their talent in there in the first 5 seconds. And then there's people who are, relatively new to music or don't really take it that seriously compared to the people that do, that really just have that really good advertisement type of mind that lets them catch somebody's attention in that type of context. But I do think that's something that I struggle with because I wasn't really around electronics like that when I was a kid. So I think it's just it's still a little bit foreign to me, like putting out content like that. And but I think other than that, people are always going to appreciate live music, and word of mouth is always going to be something that people take a lot of credit by. But yeah, honestly, I think that's really one of my only gripes with it. But yeah, I mean, just I need to keep time for it. I know stuff's going to get busy once I graduate, and I think that's just another struggle is just, find the time here and there, but, a little bit here and there is way better than nothing, and I think that'll progress it as much as I possibly can,
Do you have any goals for yourself, considering like your music, like any city you want to go to and perform at or anything?
I come from like in theater. In high school, I did a little bit of theater, and middle school as well. And something about that feeling, that pressure that you get from people watching you, it kind of puts a little bit of an extra like pep in my creativeness or whatever else. So it's really cool to have that feeling of while you're performing, somebody's watching you, somebody's putting their ears towards you, put their emotions towards you, and I just want to be in a spot where I can do that to as many people as possible and share my art with as many people as possible, because it would be nice just to see how that impacts every different person, or what a song that I didn't think was that cool to me will really appeal to someone else. I think that I want to be in a spot where I can do that to as many people as I possibly can.
Yeah, I love that. Music is it really is. It's a very big form of communication for a lot of people, or just anything going through a lot of emotions. Like, music is a way for people to deal with stuff like that. So.
It's what feelings sound like.
Yeah.
Is music. Yep.
Beats, even just beats, even if they don't have words. I agree. Is there anything else you would like to add today?
No. I mean, I think, like I said, I don't plan on stopping. I'm super excited for getting a job that can kind of fund my music career, and I'm just looking forward to the future, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck, and we're going to have you play something for us real quick.
Of course, I'd love to.
Right.
Okay. So I had this really kind of swung rhythm going through my head for a while. So I went back to my piano in my dorm room there, and I really like these chords here, like this chord here. I thought it was super jazzy and super just kind of like smooth, and so I wanted to play it in that rhythm that I was kind of hearing. So I put this down, and that changes once it gets towards the end there. But I was jamming, I was like listening to it, just hearing the type of swing that I wanted, and I started snapping, and I really like how the snapping sounds. And I just bought a new microphone stand, so I might as well just record the snap. It's not really the greatest audio, but I kind of think that adds to the swing a little bit, the vibe of it. And I just found this really juicy snare. A little texture in the background from some random pack I had. And then a little clap at the end to end it off. Nice shaker sound. Very, very, it's a little bit after when it's supposed to be, which kind of adds to makes you move a little bit more. And then I added this little synthesizer that plays a hit every once in a while. It goes, just blends it together. And then of course, the bass line. Definitely took a few takes to get that right. I knew right here I had a pretty good groove. So I went live on Instagram, as any reasonable person does, and I had this piano up. Let's see if I can get it to play here. And I just like jamming to it, and I don't know, spending way too much time going over it. Yeah, that's pretty much how I got there. I'd say that took me, when I originally made it, around 4 minutes or so. No, 4 minutes, what am I saying? 4 hours, just to get it right in my head. And yeah, I mean, I also, I was a little bored, so I recorded my voice a couple layers on top of it, just to see what it'd sound like. I'll just play that so y'all can know. I'm not a singer, and I just thought it kind of sounded funny, and but yeah, that's pretty much it. This is about 6 layers, so my voice like about 6 times. A little bit of harmony, but. That's pretty much how I got to that beat. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, guys.